Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to XCOM 2, shall we? And they want us to go to the command quarters, get a secret message.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration.
That's bad.
With one exception.
Awesome.
It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late.
You know it.
What you are seeing are classified reports of missing civilians from across the world. Their numbers are growing. We suspect they have been taken to a nearby Advent black site, though its exact location remains unknown. Time is short, Commander. We need you to take charge of resistance operations throughout the world. Establish contact with the local cells and bring them into the fold. Find this black site and shut it down. Save our world. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Commander.
All right then.
Looks
No
like we
pressure.
better get started, Commander. I'll be on the bridge when you're ready.
Okay, fantastic. So you can see things are starting to take shape in the bottom right of the screen when we're at our base. We have a little bit of a queue here. You can see that we're researching modular weapons. It'll take 3 days. We also, if I expand the event queue, 5 days for us clearing the room of alien debris. It's the one that's got the, caution tape on it. And then in 16 days, we'll get a supply drop, which is basically a place where we can go get money. Let's check the bridge.
The councilman has tracked the alien black site to this region. Unfortunately, we don't have its exact coordinates yet. If we're going to have any chance of finding this facility, we'll need to make contact with the local resistance cell nearby. Tygan has a theory about how we might reach out to them without getting the aliens' attention, but we'll need to give him time to conduct his research. We shouldn't wait too long on that, Commander. We have to start making contact with other regions soon if we're going to build a global resistance and take on Advent.
New objective added.
So now they want us to make contact with the local resistance, and we'll contact them.
Looks like you won't have time for that just yet, though. Remote reconnaissance may have found something not far from our current position.
Okay. Commander, after our recent success, members of the resistance in East Asia have brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. So we have 3 days to do this, and we get supplies if we do it.
Avenger plotting new course.
So we're moving our whole base over to the location.
While we're waiting for new missions or the completion of our research, we can pass time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans of the surrounding area.
So they're starting to let us get some more access to the map. It's still very limited, but now you're starting to see things take shape. Remember, we got a reduction to our scanning with that last hack that we did. So you can move around on the map with WASD, and you'll see this region that's in blue. This is kind of where our base is, and we do have influence, and we're getting 175 supplies of income from that region. But if we want to get more money, we need to help out and connect to more regions. Now, like they said, there's a black site here that we want to go, and these are kind of like difficult missions that are well guarded, and other types of missions will happen. But for now, we'll just click on this and start scanning, and time will rapidly pass. You can see in the bottom right, it's just flying by until...
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
3 days passed, which was also what we needed for our research. So modular weapons is done, and we can assign new research and read the report. So what they've done is found us magnetic weapons, and weapon upgrades are available. So now, Lily Shen, the engineer, says we can reverse engineer the system, and we can now attach weapon upgrades found in the field to our soldiers' weapons to get tactical bonuses.
During the course of our research, we made a startling breakthrough that has led us to another potential avenue of study. However, if we are to proceed down this path, we must do so immediately, or I fear we will lose our opportunity to return to it in the future.
So sometimes when you're doing research, you will get a technology breakthrough like this, and I'll show you. I'll accept it, and basically you'll see it says breakthrough at the top, and this is something that we can research at much faster than normal speed if we want, and it will pass. It's temporary if we don't take the opportunity, but I don't care too much about it right now. I'm going to look at some other stuff. So this research, if we did do it on swords, would give us +1 damage with swords, which is actually pretty cool. The deal is, though, you have to kind of like, at least I am going to look at the other options. Currently, I only have one soldier who's using swords, so, you know, this isn't a huge boost. Now, these missions right here, you don't have to do this right away. You can delay on some quest missions, but I do want to do resistance communications. I think that's super helpful, but we could also go into magnetic weapons, but that's going to take 28 days. We don't really have the scientists for that. And we could look at hybrid materials if we want to get some armor for our people. But I think right now, let's just go ahead and do resistance communications so that we can start trying to build our network and make more money per paycheck effectively. So we'll get more supplies.
A valuable application stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Now we can make this faster if we get more scientists, but we don't have any. I'm going to go to the armory.
Although I had realistic expectations as to the limited resources and facilities available to me on board the Avenger, I have to say, it's taken some getting used to. Even with the ship's dampening field, frequent turbulence and the occasional evasive maneuver make it difficult to conduct experiments of any notable sensitivity. I may have to adapt my research techniques to maintain efficiency under these conditions.
All right, thanks for filling me in there, buddy. Let's see this. All right, so in the armory, there is this badge here saying I can view soldiers, and I can do this because we got a bunch of promotions. So, for example, we can... oh, no, we don't have promotions. Yes, we do.
And it's mostly metal.
Oh, boy.
This ship isn't all that different from the old base.
So you'll have... In XCOM 2, this is an interesting game to try to narrate sometimes, because all the time you'll have people popping up to talk to you, you know, that are voice acted. And it's great for the immersion. It's fantastic, but it is hard to predict. And sometimes you're like, okay, I don't really need to talk to you right now. And you don't have an option to, like, silence them. But anyway... there's two things we can do here. We can upgrade the weapon with a scope, and we can promote the soldier. Now, we don't need to upgrade her shotgun with a scope, but I'm going to promote. And now we get a choice of going for scout or assault. And I'm going to tell you, I love assault because I love Blade Master. Blade Master, at this point, you know, once you first promote to a specialized type of unit, you just get this generic thing where you get these abilities that are all... Rangers get. But here you then get to specialize further, and you can go scout or assault on each of these lines. And it's, if you pick one here, you aren't locked into the left column for all. You can go back and forth. But in these two, you can see when I mouse over this, at the bottom of this panel, it says Phantom or Blade Master. Phantom says when the squad is revealed, this soldier remains concealed. So that's nice for stealthing. Blade Master, though, says all sword attacks deal +2 extra damage and have +10 aim. So it effectively means that you're going to do more damage and you can... Already you have a great hit chance, but missing is terrible because you're right next to them. So this just makes it so you almost automatically hit and do a bunch more damage. So I like it a great deal. I'm going to take it. And you click this and it says you can't remove or change abilities. Are you sure you want to learn it? Yes, I do. Then you can go to your other soldiers and see...
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
Fantastic. So, Angela Conti has been promoted to a sharpshooter, a sniper, which is fantastic. Now, we have these, like, kind of boring brown uniforms. I might do an episode where we really punch up the style and show you everything you can do when you're customizing your soldier's look. But right now, I just want to focus on gameplay. That's all just purely cosmetic. Now, she doesn't get a promotion beyond, right now, having the sharpshooter as her specialization. And this means she gets squad sight, which says you could target enemies within squad mate's sight, provided there's a line of sight to the target. So what this means is, like, if you... because this is such a long-ranged fighter, if you have somebody up close, like, for example, the ranger who's, like, up there with the sword, if they can see the target and the sharpshooter is in the back and has a line of fire but is, like, too far away to see, they can use the sight of the ally to still take a shot, provided there's nothing obstructing it. And that's super helpful because you don't like to move the sharpshooter a lot. You want to keep them, like, in an elevated, cover position a lot of the time. So this way, you can leave them stationary and take shots. It's very, very nice. Move over here. This is Cynthia. She's actually doing very well, the Grenadier. And here is our... Oh, did she promote? No. But our specialist certainly did. So we have some choices. We can either take medical protocol or combat protocol. So in this case, medical protocol will let you heal and stabilize an ally, and it can do it remotely. So it moves over and, like, sprays on a heal. But combat protocol says you just send the gremlin over to jolt them, dealing guaranteed damage, which is increased against robotic enemies. Now, I've said a lot, this is just my playstyle, but I love guaranteed damage because the everything can be so variable in this game. So, combat protocol is fantastic. It doesn't do a lot of damage. I think it only does like 2 or 3, at least at the beginning. But to know, like, if somebody is right there, almost dead, and you can just send your robot over for a guaranteed kill, it's super, super helpful, in my opinion. Also, robot enemies, it's electrical damage, so it does extra damage versus them. I'm going to take it. And then let's move over here. And we got another sharpshooter. Okay, so interesting. And this is like what happens when you're randomly promoted, is that, we get another sharpshooter. We might have wanted a heavy or a specialist or another ranger or something like that, but this is what we get. And that's fine. All right. So now I'm going to go back, and we have this weapon upgrade. I'm going to give it to my sharpshooter right here. So I'm going to select her, and actually, let me go back one moment. Let me see how tired she is. No, she's totally fine. Oh, she's wounded, though, so she's out for 2 days. This is why probably she's bent over. Usually with their posture, you could kind of infer, like, if they're hurt. She's totally good. This guy's doing great, but he's actually getting really tired. His will is... Yeah, he's tired, so his will is down, so we're not going to use him. This is just a generic rookie dude with an afro who's awesome, and we have some more of those that we'll be throwing in. Oh my goodness. She's wearing the fedora on the battlefield. You gotta appreciate that. So you get a whole bunch of rookies, and then this dude is actually going great, so I'm going to give him the scope. And the scope says increased aim by 5%. So you get here by going weapon upgrade, and then they show you the gun. By the way, from here, you could change the name of the weapon, you could change the color of it, It's really, really cool how much you can customize. But I'm going to select the sniper rifle, and I'm going to select the scope. It gives me 5% aim. So you could see over on the right, it tells you that it does 4 to 6 damage. It has a magazine size or clip of 3, 10% crit chance, and then in green, it's going to get 5% aim from the scope. There's no downside to this. Once the upgrade is applied, it can be replaced but not reused. So it's stuck here until you replace it, and that's fine. I'm going to give it to him. And now we have a sniper who can hit better. You see the scope on the top there. All right. So now we've upgraded everybody. Beautiful. We're going to go back, and we're going to stop into engineering.
Hello, Commander.
What's up? All right, so I would like to build items. And in building items, currently, all we can build are grenades, medkits, and smoke grenades. So the research that we did...
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
Didn't allow us to unlock any new weapons at the moment, so we need to do further development. And we can't build new facilities because we don't have space.
Keeping count on alien kills might be a useful recruiting tool.
Right. So we have 2 days left before we clear out this space. In the upper right, you can see also how much power we have. So right now we're generating 15 power, and the facilities that we have installed are using 6 of that. So we have 9 free power. That's going to get gobbled up very quickly, and we'll have to put in some more power. But right now we're good. So at any point, you can always click in the lower left to go to the geoscape, or you can push 1 on the keyboard to do this. Okay, and here's the geoscape telling us that there's a settlement transmitting, and they want us to get 58 supplies, and we can go there. And then also, if we go over here, we can get some rookie recruits. So if I click not now, what happens is the game clock is moving pretty slowly, 1 minute, every once in a while. And all I see on the map right now is the opportunity to, I can't go here. I could click on it, but it's locked because we haven't made contact with the resistance there. We're researching that. So I'm going to go over here to this and try to get some more rookies. All right, and it's going to take 4 days to scan, so we'll just do that. We're just kind of killing some time right now, trying to pull off some research. And we've cleared the debris, so we're going to view the room. We got 30 supplies for doing that. So now we have an empty room in our base, and now we get to make the decision of what we want to build. Now, like in the previous XCOM, just like the original XCOM, the base was just kind of a grid with squares, and you drop stuff in. Here, it's not a top-down view. It's like this kind of cross-section view looking into the base, but it's a similar feel. Now, what do we want to build? Okay. What you want to build right away, in my opinion, is the Guerrilla Tactics School. The best things you can build, this is, for me, the best thing you can build early. So, the laboratory, we don't really need that right now. We're already researching. We don't have any extra scientists. The training center is good for building bonds and helping to give your soldiers extra abilities. It's very nice. We don't need extra power right now, and the infirmary is good for reducing the time it takes for people to heal. But the reason that I want us to build the Guerrilla Tactics School first is you can see it unlocks additional skills and benefits for our soldiers, which is good, but it also says it increases the number of soldiers we could take on a single mission. This is a game changer, in my opinion. Now, you can build a training center if you want to instead, or the infirmary if you want to. I recommend either the infirmary or the school, but the school is my choice because right now we only can take 4 soldiers on a mission, but if we get this, we can upgrade and take 5. And that just right away at the beginning of the game will be such a huge boost to have an extra person on our team. So I'm going to go ahead and build this. Now, it'll take 85 supplies, as you can see. in the bottom center panel on the heads-up display. 85 supplies in green. We have 228 right now with an income of 175 per paycheck. Paycheck basically is that bald dude coming back and giving us a report on how well we're doing and funding us. But also the local resistance that we're connected to will give us more funding. But right now everything is all divided. It's 85 out of our 228, which is fine, and it will take 3 power, which is that yellow number with the lightning bolt. Remember, we have 9 power free, so this is fine. However, it will take 14 days to build, which is not fast, and then it will also have a monthly upkeep cost of 25 supplies. So that income of 175 will go down to 150, but it's well worth it. So I'm going to build this.
We'll start work on the new facility right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's up and running.
Now, this is cool because it says there's currently an unstaffed engineer who can assist in building the Guerrilla Tactics School. Would you like to assign them there? So I'm going to say carry on right now. I'm not going to do that because I want to show you that we could, if we wanted to, click on this and we could clear out other rooms. So you can clear out rooms that are adjacent to the room that you have cleared out. And if we do this one, for example, we get 32 supplies, 12 alien alloys. So we could use our engineer to do that. Or if we go here and right underneath this, if we click the engineer and we assign an engineer, okay, it will, you see how it reduces construction time by 50%. So this means that it'll happen in 7 days instead of 14. So I'd rather have this now so that I can get more people on a mission than clear out space. But again, that's your choice. That's the benefit of more engineers. You could start clearing out more rooms. You could start speeding up the construction speed or the speed with which you create items in the workshop. All right, and there's other uses for engineers, but right now that's what we got. So you just click on this little empty silhouette of a person's head and shoulders here, and you assign someone, and you see Susan Alexander is our engineer on the job there. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to push 1 to go to the geoscape. This is what you always do to pass time. You just go out here and click to scan and resume our scan. We paused, basically, because we finished with the room. All right, so now we just got, look how many people we just got. 1, 2, 3, 4 rookies. Great. So we got Derek Watson, Sigrid Jensen, Lucy Kerrigan, and Brendan Daly. And now we could get an engineer if we go over here, which we definitely want. So I'm going to just click investigate. That will pick up the Avenger and move it over. All right. So
You are too trusting, John. The skirmishers are Advent. Advent is the enemy. The enemy is food.
Try not to bring that up when we meet, Volk.
You take their side after all we've seen these years.
Look, I'm not exactly having drinks with them, but they did hold up their end of the bargain. What about you?
Wait and see. Volk out.
Actually think they might show up. Commander, that was Konstantin Volokov, Volk to his friends. He and his Reapers are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. Volk may be a little rough around the edges, but he's the real deal. Heads one of 3 resistance groups operating independently from us that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other. Still, we've made some unlikely progress. Volk's Reapers may have found you, but they weren't acting alone. They were tipped off by a group of Advent defectors known as the Skirmishers. No one's big on working with these guys, knowing where they came from. But you wouldn't be here without their help. Both the Reapers and the Skirmishers have agreed to suspend hostilities provided you serve as the go-between. Trust doesn't come easy between these two, so we're heading for a nice quiet spot on neutral ground. Even so, let's not take any chances. Intel on this area is weak, and we're picking up strange chatter on comms. Not to mention we're ending a decade-long blood feud today. I'd advise our soldiers to be fully prepared before we deploy on this one, Commander. Good luck.
All right. So they're telling us this is going to be a difficult mission, but...
Since we're all friends now, maybe you could lend my people a hand in dealing with a problem of ours.
Okay. So this is definitely something that you want to do, and it's a really cool part of the game, are these different factions. So we view the mission...
Sure how long our contacts are going to wait for us, Commander. So I'd recommend we proceed as soon as possible. All available soldiers are standing by to deploy.
So there's a mission here, and we get an extra scientist, which I really want to speed up research, and 84 intel, which is another currency type, which we haven't talked about yet, but we'll discuss it when it becomes relevant. And let's launch the mission. You don't really have a choice right here.
14, East Asia.
We were scanning that. We'll go back to it.
Each faction has agreed to allow a two-person squad to escort them to the rendezvous point. Hopefully that should be enough to keep them from killing each other. We've got a temporary ceasefire in place for the duration of the meet, but still, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for anything.
Okay, so that mission that we were trying to scan, or that point of interest, a lot of the time those will persist. They will time out after a while, but we can go back and pick up, and we retain the progress that we made searching for that engineer. Now, I don't want to take two snipers. I would like some diversity, so I'm going to... She was hurt. Yeah, you could see her energy bar is down a little bit. I'm going to remove her so she can completely rest up. And I'm going to see who is available, who's not a rookie. And it's Cynthia. So we're going to take Cynthia. She's a little bit tired too, but at least she's not another sniper. So we'll have a heavy and a sniper, and that dude's got his awesome scope. So let's roll. I don't need to change out anything right here. I don't really have much to do. I could put a med kit, but I'm fine. And, oh, that's right. They 2x2 groups. Okay. So I'd rather have her over here, and then we have rando guy. And this is good. She's not so tired that it's problematic, and neither is our grenadier. I just want to take some people who have actually seen combat.
Menace, ready to deploy.
All right, Operation Lost and Abandoned. Let's go.
And skirmishers have been at each other's throats for years, so we're keeping the exact meeting point strictly need to know. You'll split into two squads, rendezvous with each faction, and bring their envoy directly to the location of the meet.
Okay.
Officially, this city no longer exists, so we don't expect a lot in the way of advent resistance. Still, keep your eyes peeled. It's been about 20 years since we last stepped foot in this place.
Touché. All right. So we're trying to broker a meeting between these two rival factions and make sure everything goes smoothly and peaceably so we can get some powerful allies.
Firebrand and the second team will head to the next drop point. Detecting increasing biological signatures in the area ahead. Then I'd say we're in the right place. Stay sharp out there today, people. Just because this city was abandoned doesn't mean it's lifeless.
Indeed.
If you are hungry, there's more where that came from. Impressive reflexes, but unnecessary.
There she is.
Stand down. We're all friends here.
You are safe here.
Look at all those Reapers.
More so than you imagine. We shall see if the same holds true for these skirmishers of yours. presence already disturbs them. We must move quickly. My people will take care of this camp. Come.
All right, then.
Uploading the coordinates to the rendezvous point now. We've plotted the most direct route there. We don't know much about the skirmisher contact you'll be meeting other than his name. Mox.
Mox. Praetor Mox. His death squads wiped out entire camps of my people in the first years of the war. You would dare do this?
Pretty sure hands are bloody on both sides of this fight. That's the whole point of this intervention.
Reapers are born in the shadows, in the cold, harsh world that was waiting for us out there. We rely on stealth and long-range attacks. And our marksmen are unmatched by even the best XCOM has to offer.
Okay, so they're telling us, and this is true of all of these factions, that they have unique abilities that you can't get anywhere else. So the Reapers have Shadow. It's an advanced form of concealment, which only has a chance to break after taking actions. Consecutive actions increase the chance of being revealed, while in Shadow, Reapers have increased mobility and their enemies have smaller detection radii. So this allows you to be stealthier, and even when a Reaper fires, they might not get revealed from concealment. So they're super useful. Alright, so I'm going to send Elena, all the way over here.
Moving as ordered.
See if she can see anything. And
Damaged and dormant all these years. These devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function. We were there, Doctor. You're better off having missed it.
Alright. And so she's up here doing her thing. I'm going to move Cynthia over here behind cover. And I'm going to move Owen over here. And we'll see if we could see anything in the building or elsewhere. Nope. Okay, so she can go all the way up here.
I will reposition.
We don't see anything. Now remember, we're trying to get this hexagon with the person, and the arrow is saying we need to get way over here. So we have to basically just double move as far as we can.
Roger that.
I still am trying to find some cover, though, so that I don't leave my people out in the wind. Alright, so the Lost get to go. The Lost, if we see them, I don't know if we will. There they go. The Lost are like zombies. They don't have many hit points, but they're really annoying.
We are not alone.
Those things, they still look like people.
What was human died years ago. Only the taint of the aliens survives now. Where there is one, more will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
These creatures' DNA has mutated well beyond what we would classify as human. Perhaps the result of long-term exposure to the alien radiation from those pods. Though why anyone would subject themselves to that, I cannot imagine.
When the governments fell, millions starved. Many fled to cities such as this to scavenge for food. They did not heed the warnings.
Closing on target position now.
Alright, so this guy is able to see, but snipers cannot move and fire their rifle in the same turn. So I kind of do this as a demonstration to show you why Squad Sight is so good. By moving, I can only fire with my pistol, but I could switch to my pistol without taking an action. So I could push 1, and I could take a shot with the pistol. And they only have 2 hit points, so we got it.
These creatures' true strength lies in their numbers. As you can see, they fall easily. If we are careful with our shots, we will prevail.
So they're telling you that when an XCOM unit kills a Lost, and this is only against Lost, with a headshot, you get an action point back, which means you can then kill another one. If the shot taken misses or fails to kill, you will not receive an additional action. Special attacks such as grenades do not grant actions when killing the Lost. So this guy got an action point back, which is fantastic, but we can't use it right now because he can't see anything else. So I'm going to move Elena way up here. And there's 2 lost over there. Now, this lost, they are not aware of us. So, one thing that you should know in this spot is if they look like this with these like threatened areas around them, that means they don't know we're here. So we don't have to fight everything. And in fact, usually with the Lost, you don't want to, because there's just so many that they'll overwhelm you. So I'm going to move my Grenadier way up here. We see the Lost over here. But they unfortunately see us, I guess. Alright, so Owen can go on Overwatch, but he can't see anything right now. And then she could take a shot only at these 3, though. Now, another path we do have, though, is we could go up on this building. We could climb up and try to make our way through on the 2nd level if we wanted, which is not a bad idea. But because I put her in a bad spot by moving her way up here, I'm going to take a defensive tack, and I'm going to just put her on concealed Overwatch and this guy on pistol Overwatch. We're going to hope that the Lost don't get to us. Okay, so he's going to take his Overwatch. He missed.
It's still moving.
Yeah, they're all still moving.
My people have encountered
Okay.
these beings before. At first, they may appear mindless, but they hear quite well. In great numbers, they can be very deadly.
Right, and so sometimes it's best to just avoid them and not fight altogether. And the more gunfire, the more we will attract a bunch of them. And they're all on us. So we are going to have to just take them down with some headshots right away. So I'm going to select him, and we're going to see who can we hit with the best chance. It's this target right here, so we will go for it. So I'm going to use the rifle to get the 85% chance right here, take the shot, and it's dead. So you can see he got his action back. So we're going to shoot again at this target right here. And his sniper rifle is doing great work. Gets the shot back. We're not going to be able to take more than one shot, though, with the sniper rifle because it's going to run out of bullets, but that's okay. We can use our pistol, and we will. So we got a free action. We'll use the pistol right here. It's 100% at point blank there. And so he's got all these actions back, which is great. And now I'm going to actually push 1 to just reload so that he has all of his sniper shots. And I'm going to select and let's go ahead and go up to here.
Volk says I am to obey.
So let's see if we can see anything from up this high. No. So that's actually pretty good. Give me the heavy. How high up can you go? You can go here.
Heading out.
So I'm going to climb up this fire escape, and then I'm going to move my dude. He can't move up yet, unfortunately, but he can get close. So he's going to go all the way over here. And then we are going to put this unit all the way up here. I'm not going to open the door. I'm going to get ready to. I'm going to put her on the other side of the door. I don't want to open this right now, because I don't want to reveal anything. I want to just stay hidden if possible. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, dude. Okay.
Entire city of our own people left to turn into these things.
Yes. All we can offer them now is a merciful death.
So luckily they didn't hit Owen, and we can just switch to our pistol, and we'll blast both of these, get the action points back, and bail.
Target down.
100% for the sharpshooter at close range with the pistol. And then now he's got his action points back. I'm going to move him up here. Try to keep him out of range. Again, we're making noise, but they already saw us. There's very little we can do. All right, we're going to just... I'm going to go through to here.
I am trusting you.
So she kicks open the door, which does make noise. She got revealed. So I could have clicked on the door and not used an action, but I wanted to get through and not waste a turn in front of the door. So that's what ended up happening there. I thought she could have opened it from next to it, but you needed to be in front of it. Now, in this case, I'm going to move her over here. And this is where we need to get. We still can't see anything, but we can go down this fire escape or cut across. I think what I'm going to do is... let me get back to my guy here. We're going to move all the way in here. And we don't have a turn counter, you can see in the upper right, so we're just kind of trying to make some progress. I'm going to move her over here. And I'm going to put her on Overwatch. I'm just not going to go over to the window just yet.
These creatures are worse even than Advent. They have no cause, no fear. They simply exist. If we do not defeat the aliens soon, we will become little more than they are.
Alright, so she's going to drop down, and we're going to see... Alright. Oh, boy.
Extraction point is close, but looks like these things don't want to make it easy for you.
We will make it to your pet Advent in time.
Okay. So there's a ton of them here. So let's see what she can do. 1.
Remember, they are not victims.
2.
No compromises.
3. So she's out of ammo.
Will join you soon.
But remember,
Without bullets.
she already moved. She can't do anything right now except put down a claymore or go into shadow, which actually isn't a bad idea, but we're going to help her out with some other troops. So, for example, if I move her here, she can see 4 targets. So, let's move her and try to get as much assistance down here as we can. So we're going to move and we're going to fire. We got 71, 71, 70, 69. That's not a ton, but instead of just trying to hit that, I can just fire a grenade and kill all of them. I will not get the extra action, but this will kill them all. It's going to be really loud.
Multiple hostiles eliminated.
She got a promotion for that. We loved your grenade shot. You're promoted. And he can't move anywhere to see the bad guy, which is sad. So I'm going to put him up here. I'm going to try to put him on Overwatch to see if he can defend. And So the Claymore is something that the Reaper has that's a environmental explosive that she shoots basically to blow up. So you kind of throw it and then you can shoot it, and it doesn't reveal you from stealth. So it's like a sneaky AoE attack. But right now, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm just going to go ahead and drop her into shadow. And that ability took no action points. And I'm going to reload. So next turn we can maybe, be safe. And here they come. They are everywhere.
The shadows fail us.
Okay. So we need to move quickly. We only have,
We risk all this for pray tell Mox? If he is not what you say he is, I shall kill him myself.
Looking forward to this meeting already.
So we only have 3 turns to get there. So it's time to start taking some shots. And right now, unfortunately, our sniper doesn't have a shot. But if I move this dude here, he has 4. So I'm going to move him down.
Moving on target location.
And we're going to just see how many we can get. We're going to go pistol here.
Hostile neutralized.
Pistol here. Oh, wait. Huh. I guess that didn't... Oh, it didn't kill it. It only did 2 damage. It was a 3 hit point. I was wondering why he didn't get to keep chaining. No, I see now. Okay, so she can do this. I love the details. I love how my ally ducks out of the way to not get hit. No. I want to hit the one that's right on us. Yeah, that one.
Return to your gods.
Somehow she could see one way over here, which is gone anyway.
Readings in your general area are clear. No more creatures on approach.
Great.
For now.
Then let's not linger here. Head to the evac coordinates now.
So we're going to get everybody to the evac coordinates here. And you can move in here. We just have to wait for our sharpshooter.
Biological signatures are grouping into a singular mass. One closing in on this position.
There we go. Oh,
should have
you know what?
path through now. Second squad is already en route to Mox. Proceed to the rendezvous and await their arrival.
Great.
We'll be there.
We will be there. I misread that. It was not a turn counter. Let me clarify. That said how many soldiers are remaining to get to the extraction point. So I thought they put a clock on us. They didn't. The Lost are really the only clock, but in this case, you can actually kill them. In a lot of missions, they're nearly infinite, and you don't want to be waiting around like that. So, they just want to expose you to them so you can see what they're like.
Looks like trouble ahead. The rendezvous could be compromised. Stay focused. Get down! We may have a bigger problem here.
We don't have a problem.
Guessing that's our man. Well, our contact anyway.
Crocksod. Advent. Hobbit. Mostala. Fortet. They were sent here to hunt. To purge the Draconian. The Lost. Our meeting point is still secure. She is free of the imposter gods. I would give anything that all my kind could say the same. Even sit down with your reapers. Now, we must go.
That's Praetor Mox for you. A former Advent alien-human hybrid working for us. Or with us.
Proceed through this district as quickly as possible, but be careful. Something tells me this city still has a few more surprises to throw our way.
Surprises are the least of our worries today. It is these reapers of yours that are of true concern.
We, the skirmishers, were created by the false gods of this world to serve and die as their puppets. We retain all that we were and more, and our prowess in battle serves us well in our cause. In close combat, none can stand opposed to us.
Okay, so now we're learning about a new unit type, which is the skirmisher, and they have a bullpup, and they can move in any order on their turn. So they can even shoot twice on their turn if desired. The grapple adds to their versatility, allowing the skirmisher to quickly traverse the battlefield and get to advantageous positions. Awesome. So now we've got Praetor Mox and we've got our 2 soldiers, and we're starting the second part of this mission. Now, we'll get into this next time because I don't want this episode to go too long, but I think this is a good place for us to stop. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun, and we're going to soon see what happens when the Reapers and our good buddy, the Skirmishers, meet up, and how we can work together to fight Advent and the aliens. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care.